26 years before I was born, Lorine Niedecker died. Lorine Niedecker was a poet who lived in a place called Black Hawk Island. She was born about 100 years ago, and she is known as the greatest unknown poet. Lorine writes about nature. She writes about the river and the floods. When I was at the grave, it kind of seemed to me that Lorine was around us in the nature and in the flowers that were just coming up for the spring, and in the buds on the trees and the birds and everything that was around us. It kind of seemed to me that she was almost there with us. She lived in a place called Black Hawk Island, and there were floods there quite often. Every spring, her house would flood. The whole island would be almost underwater. I think Lorine Niedecker saw things differently than other people. Other people may have looked at the floods as a curse, but she saw it as something crucial to the wildlife where she lived, and she saw it as something natural that had to happen every year. When I see the river, it really does make me think of Lorine and her poetry, because she wrote so much about it. And almost in the same way that the river does, keep on going forever and ever, it is almost like words after we die. Lorine's cabin on Black Hawk Island is so small, you at first might not even think someone would have lived there. But once you take a look at it again and walk around it a little bit, you really start to see Lorine living there. Because it's the kind of place where you could sit and write in quiet and have nothing but nature around you, and so be completely surrounded by your inspiration and nothing else. Most people when she was alive did not know she was a poet. She based her poetry off her surroundings and the people she knew, and she didn't want them to realize she was a poet and think she was strange and avoid her and not act the same way around her. She wanted to be thought of as a normal person, so that way people would be comfortable around her and she could get inspiration from them. People do speak to us after they have left this earth, and one of the ways they can do that is through things they leave behind. Something of yours still might be left, and people can still read it and understand a little bit of you through that.